y'all. It is Tuesday, Tears Day, named after Tyr or Tig, the Mars equivalent in the Nordic pantheon. It is also esoterically a Mars-ruled day. It is the 29th of April, almost out of this bitch. The sun is at 9 degrees of this month. See all this etymology? Month. Tears Day, Tuesday, right? The sun is at 9 degree Taurus, moon 2 Gemini, Mercury 13 Aries, Venus 29 Pisces, Mars 4 Leo, Jupiter 21 Gemini, Saturn 27 Pisces, that's conjunct Venus, Uranus 26 Taurus, Neptune 1 Aries, technically still conjunct Venus and Saturn, Pluto 3 Aquarius, North Node 26 Pisces, conjunct Saturn, Venus, and Neptune. Black Moon Lilith 3 degrees Scorpio, Chiron 23 Aries. The major aspects astrologically occurring right now: Mars is opposite Pluto. Mars is squaring the Sun. Pluto is squaring the Sun. The Sun is opposite Black Moon Lilith. Mars and Pluto are squaring Black Moon Lilith. Jupiter is squaring Saturn North Node conjunction. Pluto is trining Uranus and the Moon. Mars is trining Neptune, Venus, Saturn North Node situation. So that's what's going on in this neck of the woods. Cards I've pulled: the Hierophant card, the Four of Cups, gotta get that glare off, and the wild card is from the Stone deck, Tiger Eye. So the Hierophant is a Major Arcana card. I've written music for all the Major Arcana. I'll post that in the comments. Check it out if you haven't. Do yourself a favor. Get on the wave. It's a 70s funk kind of thing. So the Hierophant is a Taurus card, Sun in Taurus, right? It's the Taurus card. It's the High Priest, the exoteric, not the esoteric, the hidden High Priestess. Is inner truth, and the veil is, behind the veil. This is popping out like the Pope and shouting it from the rooftops. Moses, I've seen the burning bush. Here are the 10 Commandments kind of vibes. The Hierophant, or the High Priest, caretaker of spiritual knowledge, teaching others what you know. Very Moon in Gemini, Jupiter in Gemini. Awakening to a greater understanding of the world by paying attention to the details. On page 32, the Hierophant, I am the teacher of universal law. The Hierophant is the guardian and custodian of religious knowledge and spiritual beliefs, a religious figure or guru, which means teacher, preserving and passing knowledge on intact. The masterful conduit of spiritual energy, he is admired and acknowledged as the teacher of God's law, the keeper of spiritual wisdom passed down through millennia. He alone has access to this knowledge, and as the spiritual authority, he is the master of ceremonies, choosing wisely who is initiated into the ways of spirit and spiritual governance. I've depicted the Hierophant as part man, part wolf. That's David D'Angelis speaking. He's been on my podcast a few times. Check it out. He's depicted him as wolf and man. Probably the most misunderstood of all the wild animals, wolves are seen merely as killing machines that hunt in packs, a scourge to be rid of. So much so that now most species are considered endangered. Wolves, in fact, are extremely gregarious. They mate for life, have strong family bonds, a clear clan structure, and deflect conflict where possible. Though their clans are highly organized, they are truly free spirits. A symbol of the night seen howling at the moon, they represent the lonely path of journeying within to learn and discover our inner power and strength. The wolf nature also expresses the idiom of biblical origin used to describe deceptiveness of appearance, a kind of nature masking danger, the wolf in sheep's clothing. After all, religion has been a double-edged sword, a source of conflict and resource for peace. Religion has been at the heart of most violent conflicts, especially in the past 2 decades, and is worn as a badge of identity, fueling or abating conflict for political ends. The Hierophant, the channeler of male spiritual energy, can indeed bare his teeth. The flower of life, a flower-like pattern with 6-fold symmetry, like a hexagon, floats above his head. A universal sacred geometry depicting the creation of existence, containing all the essential building blocks of the universe that we call the Platonic solids, is found all over the world, in most religions and various ancient civilizations. It can be seen in temples within the Forbidden City of China, in ancient synagogues in Israel, in the Buddhist temples of India and Japan, while the oldest known examples are believed to be those present in the Temple of Osiris in Abydos, Egypt. Temples have borne witness to the visceral rituals and ceremonies of sacred sound and sight. Scented aromas, touch and taste have been used to reinforce the stories, doctrines, and values of religion, to serve God. One is actively encouraged to live and pray either in an enclosed spiritual community or live in the secular world while choosing to pray or meditate and meet regularly in the house of God, establishing a strong social structure and the idea of belonging and contributing to a bigger group or tribe. The Hierophant calls you to investigate the existing sets of beliefs and systems that are already in place within your environment and see if they hold anything of value for you. Pluto in Aquarius, trining Uranus and Taurus. We can electrify, see the electricity coming here, our situation in culture. Do you just go to church on Sundays because you were raised that way? Do you just vote Republican or Democrat because that's just what you've always done, right? Do you just believe in America because it's the only way you can see? What's the truth? How do you operate within it? And how do you see it beyond yourself? How do you channel the truth? Right, so the Hierophant, caretaker of spiritual knowledge, teaching others what you know, awakening to a greater understanding of the world, and paying attention to the details. The clarifying card is the Four of Cups, which is basically the hangover card. After the Three of Cups, party, 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 it's like, oh my God, I've got the Blue Mondays. So, on page 148, Four of Cups, I'm hurt and poisoned by life. This is about rebuilding your life to receive blessings, right? Maybe questioning your presuppositions and ontological maps to receive blessings and open up to a higher understanding of things. Being grateful for what is around you, emotional overwhelm. I think given that there is so much tumult in the zeitgeist these days, we can feel emotionally overwhelmed. So how are you connecting to spirit? How are you channeling and shining your light, your truth? It doesn't mean you have to run around bashing the skulls of people to believe what you believe, but you need to burn and be a candle and be the light. Be the change you want to see in the world. Don't hide it under a bushel. Simultaneously, you don't want to just go on jihads if someone disagrees with you, right? Do unto others as they would have do unto you, right? That's kind of the disciples were like, hey, Jesus, what's the greatest teaching? It's like, love God and love people, basically. It's not so much about rule keeping. It's about being loving and being grateful. Four of Cups. The final wild card is coming from the Stone deck. Sassy little deck I've got here. You can quantumly entangle with this if you'd like, because that's just how the Tao works. And this is ironically one of my Gemini birthstones. Tiger Eye. What it is. Tiger Eye is a gold-brown quartz displaying a light-reflecting optical phenomenon known as chadiance, or cat's eye, that appears just below the stone's surface. Who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood-swinging, i.e. Geminis and Virgos, with the moon in Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini. We might be all over the place, and we need to ground that in and embody. Right, embody the truth and not just listen to all the rumors, even though we have our ears to the wall, so to speak, with Sun and Taurus. Who needs it? Like I said, overthinking and mood swingers, Geminis and Virgos. Where to put it? In a string of prayer beads hanging from your middle finger, counted during meditation, along with your blessings. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. When reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan. When you're all roar and not enough purr, right? With Mercury in Aries, Mars in Leo, Neptune in Aries, we can be very kind of like, and it's like, let's get purrs. Let's be chill, baby. Venus in Pisces, North Node in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, conjunct that. We can be effective and gracious and kind also. It's not either or, it's a both and. When only equanimity of mind, body, and spirit, left brain and right brain, can get you square with the universe. Like, how do you get right with God? How do you channel and be the change, right? You act from gratitude, grateful for my spiritual lessons, grateful for my body lessons, grateful for my mental lessons, right? If you're never going outside, maybe go ground in nature. If you're always outside, maybe check your emails, right? If you're obsessed with your diet, maybe cut yourself some slack. If you're eating whatever you want all the time, maybe fast, right? Balance it out. With Tiger's Eye, it says balance your whole being. And I think that's the point, where these divine conduits of spirit and these vessels of meat through evolutionary time space, trying to understand where we fit in this world. And if we come at it with a grateful heart and not this like woe is me attitude, we can really get into balance, our whole being, mind, body, spirit, and then shine on, you crazy diamonds, showing everybody your authentic truth. That's really all we're here to do. Know thyself and then be thyself, kindly, right? Not just loud and proud, but also graciously, basically. So if you've enjoyed this, leave a tip, tag somebody, spread the good word. Maybe they could benefit from hearing this themselves. Holler for a reading. I love giving them. People love getting them. And check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast. We had episode 309 yesterday with somebody I didn't know, and it turned out great. Thanks, Raphael, for bringing the stray cat to our milk dish, so to speak. On that note, enjoy your Tears Day. Catch you on the flip side. Adios.